So a northern trip is to be done. Campervan, Google Maps, it's really quite a run. Route cracked, cycle packed. Now we just pray for some Geordie sun. Stunning scenery, eh? Right, latest Riley's Rambles. It's this one I've been really looking forward to. It's the Northumberland, oh let's get that right, the Northumberland 250, 250 miles scenic route of Northumberland National Park, and the castles, and apparently there's over 70 castles in Northumberland. So I join the route at its southern point and make my way to my campsite at Bellingham. Here I'll be spending a couple of days, and the weather's not looking too good at the moment. Tea on the train. Sounds interesting. Bet it hasn't been shunted for a long while. Been put to good use. Morning. Alright. Tea on the train. Can I have coffee on the train?
Yeah, you can.
Yep. Have you? I thought I'd be different. Have you got a? I just want something simple, actually.
If you just take
a seat. Okay. Lovely. Right. So, okay. Can I have beans on toast? Be nice.
White or brown toast?
Brown, please. Yeah, very quaint. So, even down to the vintage suitcase. And that's the view at the front of the train. Wow. Look at how that is. That wouldn't look out of place on a ship, would it? Cyclist lunch. Beans on toast. I venture out on the bike to get a closer look at nearby Kielder Water. It was supposed to be a 15-mile round trip, but with all the hills, it felt like a hell of a lot more. Another hill. So, reached Kielder Water Reservoir. It's not raining now. I left Bellingham this morning. Calm there, really, isn't it? I leave Bellingham and head for the village of Kielder and the start of the 12-mile forest off-road drive. Here I'm at Kielder. I'm gonna try and do this forest ride. Apparently it's only
has connected to your
suitable for 4x4s and cars with care, so I'm praying I'm going to be alright. Single track, it's a bit rough, and you have to pay £3 for the pleasure. Anyway, here it goes. Right. Trepidation. What happens if I can't get through? Suitable for motorhome. Eric, are you watching? I'm keen to step outside the van to take in the magic of the silence and remoteness of my location, as well as to moan about the road again. Single track, it's got passing places, but it's a bit questionable. Said it's ideal for 4x4s and some cars. Well, I think I've nearly made it, it's okay, but yeah, it's a bit rough in places. This is probably one of the better parts. After taken an hour to complete the 12-mile forest ride, I reached the A68 and make the short journey to the Scottish border at Carter Bar. In 1575, Carter Bar was the scene of the raid of the Reed's Wire, one of the last large-scale battles between the English and the Scots. I'm in England now. I'm in Scotland. Just a little chicken farm. I make my way to my campsite, West Kilo, 4 miles east of Holy Island. This will be my base for the next few days. Anyway, why am I filming at silly o'clock in the morning? It's this lovely, still, quiet, peaceful feeling you get on a campsite in the middle of nowhere in Northumberland. The dawn chorus, quite a magical moment, sets you up for the day. In my spare time, I like to write limericks. Not very good ones. It all starts with a coffee, and it either happens or it doesn't. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Inspiration for limericks. There was an old man from Northumbria. No, can't do that. Yes. Northumberland 250 has the big tick. From Whistle up to Berwick. Cagooling case. Wind in face. Crested kippers. Please, nice and thick. Pining for something. Yeah, all the pleasures of camping on a 600-acre working farm. Wow, so here I am approaching Holy Island, out there somewhere. What a view. Causeway this way, the causeway.
Yes, I done there.
What, this left? Oh,
No, for the
bicycle is the road.
See that gate there?
Yeah.
That takes you onto a cycleway. There's a lot worse ways to make a living. I mean, I'll look at it. If I can pay my bills,
Yeah.
and get a few pints and that at the weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, man, it's great to talk to you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a nice day.
You as
See ya.
well.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know.
Bye. Quite a trek. NCN1. Reached the start of the causeway to the Holy Island, aka Lindisfarne. Fog and the Tyne is all mine, all mine. Yeah, that's worrying. Yeah, there's 2 tidal windows a day. This one I'm about to enter is between about 7 and 2 in the afternoon. It's now about 9:30. That's what could happen if you don't follow the timetable. Right, I'm just going to time the crossing. Holy Island, also known as Lindisfarne, is one of the most important centres of early Christianity. Irish monks settled here in AD 635, and the monastery became a major centre of a saint's cult, celebrating its bishop, Cuthbert. The Vikings did much damage here in 793, as well as numerous other raids. Lindisfarne Priory. This 12th century priory was closed in 1537 as part of Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries. Lindisfarne Castle.
Built in 1550, around the time the Lindisfarne Priory went out of use. Stone from the ruined priory was used to build it. Henry VIII and Elizabeth I were amongst those that had influence on its gradual fortification. Whilst only 10 miles from Berwick-on-Tweed, I take a trip there to walk the historical ramparts. It's raining.
May the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called.
Yeah, so just beginning my walk of the Berwick-on-Tweed ramparts fortification to defend the town of Berwick. Built in the mid-1500s during the reign of Mary I and Elizabeth I. And a lot of argy-bargy going on between the Scots and the English now that prompted the building of this. So these are, I don't know if you can see that, but these are gun emplacements just there. They were more latterly used for training volunteers for firing guns and defending our coastline, as you can see.
Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
I now head for my campsite at Craster. I will spend 3 days here for some more castle spotting and some coast time. But on the way, Bamber Castle is a must-see. Incidentally, Craster is internationally well known for its smoked kippers. Thought I'd just throw that one in. Bamber Castle has stood guard above the spectacular Northumberland coastline for over 1400 years. Home to a succession of kings from Henry VI to James I, and the first castle in the world to fall to gunpowder in the War of the Roses. Visionary inventor, industrialist and philanthropist William George Armstrong bought Bamber Castle in 1894. He set about transforming it into his vision of the archetypal castle. The castle houses a unique collection of artwork, ceramics and objects that Armstrong loved and brought him joy. Well worth a visit, I say.
I've just come out of the William Armstrong estate rooms, full of finery, collections and stuff, but now we're going into the original keep of the castle, going back to 1100s. Apparently there might be a little chill in the air. It's supposed to be haunted. Okay, so I've just walked from Craster, about a mile, and I'm walking to Burrow Castle. Yet another castle I'm ticking off my list. This one's, I guess it's suffered a little bit more wear and tear over the years, which in a way gives it a bit more of a romantic, sort of historical feel to it, in my eyes anyway. Good morning, how are you? Yes, I hope so, yeah.
This is where I'm at my most content, cycling next to the sea in view of desolate beaches. I've taken a stretch of the National Cycle Network number 1. It follows the coastal path and do a loop around Craster. I can smell kippers. You are not being serious. Well, the final leg of my journey has arrived. I'm making my way to Shotley Bridge near Concert for a 3-day camp. On the way, I got to visit Alnwick Castle, but I won't subject you to another castle. Suffice to say, yeah, it's a great castle. And if you like Harry Potter, Hogwarts. On reaching my campsite at Shotley Bridge, I had the pleasure of bumping into campers Pip and Tina, who both share a passionate interest in the nearby Beamish Museum. This museum is a living history exhibit of what life was like in the north of England from the 1820s to the 1950s. Pip and Tina love to immerse themselves in living history and wearing appropriate time-related costumes in their visits.
Living history.
Living history, yeah. Can you tell me what sort of period that you're associated with here?
This is from late Victorian, early Edwardian.
The actual clothes, did you make them yourselves, or did you go searching around for them, or?
We were already members of a reenactment group, a living history group,
Yeah.
as we prefer to call it. So we can source our clothes
Yeah.
through
They're looking.
hand-me-downs, if you like, from other folks. Otherwise, we look in charity shops predominantly.
Because we're dressed, people talk to us. They
Yeah.
assume we work there.
Yeah.
Which we don't, of course.
Yeah.
So we engage in that sense. But yes, we try and every time we go, we learn new stuff that we can pass on.
The modern day dry stone walling. Vis-a-vis. What did the Romans do for us?
Well, one amazing thing they did do was build Hadrian's Wall. Built to guard the wild northern frontier of the Roman Empire in AD 122, Hadrian's Wall was more than just a barricade. It was a vibrant and multicultural occupied military zone of mild castles, barracks, ramparts, forts and settlements, sprawling almost 80 miles in length from the North Sea to the Irish Sea.
I'm at a place called Steel Rig. So this is Hadrian's Wall, right behind me. Do you know what? I'm going to touch it. Yeah. Hadrian's Wall. And if I look this way, I'll tell you what, that is bloody steep. But the actual wall, it's nearly 6 foot wide. Incredible piece of engineering.
Before I finish my fascinating Roman day of discovery, I visit the nearby Roman fort, Vindalanda.
Yeah, so we're now at the Vindalanda.
Vindalanda was a Roman auxiliary fort just south of Hadrian's Wall, which it originally predated. Archaeological excavations of the site show it was under Roman occupation from roughly 85 AD to 370 AD. Located near the modern village of Bardon Mill in Northumberland, it guarded the Stane Gate, the Roman road from the River Tyne to the Solway Firth. Well, our 11-day ramble now certainly come to an end. But on the morning of my departure from Shotley Bridge, I got the privilege to film Vinnie the Rex Racehorse. Vinnie had recently been rescued from oblivion by Jenny, the campsite owner, after his 6-year racing career had come to an end. Jenny explained that the transition from racehorse to a cared-for pet was not an easy one at first, but as a result of Jenny's full-on care, Vinnie was now showing promising signs of trusting his owner and beginning to relax and enjoy his new lease of life. Thank you for the opportunity, Jenny.
What have you swallowed? I saw a cricket yesterday.
A cricket?
In my kitchen, I had a cricket about that big.
To me? Are you a new star? Is that alright?
He won't hurt you. So gentle. He's like velvet, isn't he?
Yeah. I know, I touched a horse. Oh, I tell a lie, I've been on a horse a couple of times and I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, they're
Bad, bad experience.
and they've got to learn to love you.
Yeah.
Do absolutely anything for you, and they've got to believe in you.
Well, Vinnie, you're a film star today. Do you know
I
that?
didn't even touch him when he came. He used to just
Oh,
stand to
a fly.
attention. He
Yeah.
was so scared. Like, I can come up now and go, yeah, yeah. But if I'd
And
done that
Yeah.
in November, he would have just ran.